Hi, I'd like to tell you how to generate a character in Termination Shock in just 5 minutes. In order to do this, you need to understand the 3 core attributes, which are energy, gravity, and harmony. Energy describes how powerfully your character can change their environment around them. Gravity measures how well your character resists being changed. Harmony tells you how well your character adapts to changes as they occur. Now let's take a look at the character sheet. For just about everything you do, you're going to roll 3 dice, a 6-sider, an 8-sider, and a 10-sider. When you're generating your character, you want to assign your 10-sided die to the trait that you think will be most important for the kinds of actions you want your character to take. Conversely, apply the 6-sided die to the one where you're not worried about succeeding so much, or the one where you think it'll be most interesting to fail. If you want your character to be a real go-getter, you put the 10 in energy, maybe the 8 in gravity, and the 6 in harmony. Conversely, if you want him to be someone who gets along with everybody, you could put the 8 in energy, the 6 in gravity, and the 10 in harmony. When you roll your dice, you're going to roll all 3, take the highest 2, and add those together. Those 2 high dice are known as your champ dice. Those are the dice that when you succeed, they'll tell you how you succeeded. If you succeed with energy and harmony, that's a sort of stylish, flashy success. Whereas if you succeed with energy and gravity, that's more of a just overwhelming, thunderous, almost out of control success. Then you've got your lowest die, which is known as the runt die. What this does is when you fail, it tells you what failed. If you failed because your harmony die is low, it's because you were maybe a little too hasty or clumsy. If you fail because your gravity was low, you gassed out. And if you failed because of low energy, you just weren't quite strong enough, even at your best. Another element of your character is hit points, which come in a nice variety. You've got social hit points that determine how good your standing in the community is. You've got physical hit points that determine how banged up your tender flesh is. And you've got intellectual hit points, which determine how capable you are at this moment of seeing through lies and chicanery. Each type of hit point is the average of the best result of 2 dice that you picked. So if you have high gravity and moderate harmony, you'll have high physical hit points, and specifically you'll have 9 of them. Your other hit points will be a little lower because you're less balanced in those areas. The only things on the character sheet left unfilled, other than the obvious character name and player name, are permissions, exploits, and failsafes, each of which are fairly simple but can take the characters that start to look a lot the same when you've only got 12 options for how to allocate your dice and really individualize and personalize them. Permissions just let you do things that characters without such permissions can't do. If you don't have the pilot permission, you can't fly a spaceship. If you don't have the mechanic permission, you don't have a very good chance of fixing stuff. Permissions can expand in play. They come in 3 levels, and when you level them up, tasks become easier, or you get a broader range of things you can do. You start out being able to just pilot a ship, but when you upgrade it, you can navigate it between stars. Exploits enhance successes. If you roll the right kind of success, meaning you have the right runt die to key into it, you can get more damage or repair more or affect more targets with what you're doing. As for failsafes, they do the same things on failures. With the right runt die in the right situation, you can mitigate your disaster and be almost as awesome when you fail as when you succeed.